Ducks, Chelsea here today at Studio Simly, and we are in Creator Sim, making a boyfriend for Johnny Zest. This guy is called Ravi Gupta. He lives in the house next door to Johnny. You'll actually see it in the background because throughout this video, as well as showing you me making him in CAS, I also build his house. There's a bunch of screenshots and stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. Just trying to make Ravi. I sorted out all his outfits. As I say, there'll be some screenshots at the end to show you all the outfits in a bit more detail, I guess, as well as the usual house building screenshots for you to look forward to. I'm actually in London at the moment. I've got a whole flat to myself, which feels really weird. And as a result, I cannot seem to do my voiceovers to save my life, so I'm trying, but not really succeeding. We'll be heading into build mode in a minute, because we're about done with Ravi's clothes. Just showing you a quick rundown of those now. And here we go, into build mode. As you can see just to the right, that's Johnny Zest's new house. At the point that this video goes up, you've probably already seen it. I was just trying to make them sort of similar to each other, because I feel like houses that close together tend to be, you don't tend to get, well, at least not where I live anyway, you don't tend to get like a super modern house on one plot and then next door there's like a traditional house and then a Spanish style house next door to that. Like, no, the whole estate will look pretty similar. So that's what I was trying to do with this. I actually had to delete the house that I made for my Soph Does Life sim to make this, which is a bit of a shame because that was a really lovely house, but it's still available on the gallery, so I could put it somewhere else if I wanted to. As you can see, I'm just trying to make it pretty similar to the house that I made for Johnny, but kind of the yin-yang version. So Johnny's house is white on the outside, black windows, and Ravi's house is black on the outside with white windows. Both of them have got that sort of section in the middle with the glass roof, which actually does wonders for the lighting inside. I don't know why I don't do that more often. Just trying to make it look right now. Trying to figure out the floor plan. It is pretty much the same as Johnny Zest's house. I'm not sure if tile for tile it's the same, but it's definitely the same width because it's got the same amount of windows down the side. I'm heading into landscaping now. Again, I've put a pool in, but I've put a roof over it. And then I remembered that I had to raise it up to the same level as the house to be able to add a fence. Anybody else think we just don't have enough like pool decor items? Like, I really miss having like slides and like different options for stairs into the pools and stuff. I just feel like the game's still really lacking when it comes to pools, and they've always been such a staple point of the Sims for me. I mean, I'm pretty sure that like using the pool was the first way I figured out how to kill Sims, which I'm aware sounds awful, but are you even a simmer if you haven't killed your Sims, really? For literally no reason, other than that you could. I won't be killing Ravi though. Aside from anything else, they can get out of pools without ladders now. Hey, that must sound interesting. I'll say I'm in this flat in London. Anybody in the flats next door, I guess, can hear me talking about killing people in swimming pools. So if the police show up, that'll be why. Right, ignore me currently adding in all these hedges because they don't stay. Nope, too many hedges, Chelsea. Stop with the hedges. Nope, she gonna keep going. I thought I was gonna put some in the house then. Right, okay, that's apparently staying for a minute, but it will go. That's not how it stays overall. Back on the garden now. Put in a barbecue, a dining table, some like lounge chairs, and a hot tub as well. Not the anniversary hot tub, like the one that we actually paid for. Well, I suppose it's not one, there is two. But the posh one, because why not? I really like those chairs that I've used on the dining table outside, but it really annoys me that they don't come up in the outdoor furniture sort, because they're blatantly outdoor furniture. There's a bench that matches them, but they just don't show up in the outdoor furniture sort, so well done, EA. I'm never going to be a game changer, am I? I'm constantly just criticising everything they do, even though I could not do it better, so But actually, if you think about it, the amount of money we have spent on this game is slightly ridiculous. In fact, it's more than slightly ridiculous. I don't think I've spent this amount of money on anything else in my life. I'm only missing one pack now. It's luxury party stuff I've not got. I'm just waiting for it to go on sale. I refuse to buy it at full price. Oh, you see I do this little half wall thing. Put in a couple of bins to make it look like he's got like a regular bin and a recycling bin. I don't know if that's a thing in other parts of the world, but we have that here. Like, I've got two bins, one for regular rubbish and one for recycling rubbish. So I just made a little sort of enclosure for that. Put a few outdoor lights in. Still quite a lot of hedges, but nowhere near the amount of hedges I started with, so. As you can see, the floor plan in here is a bit different to the one in Johnny's Zest. I have actually separated off the kitchen properly, but it is a big kitchen, it's a good size, particularly as there's only Ravi that lives here, right? Can you imagine having all that kitchen to yourself? I chose the bottom counters and then realised that there wasn't really a good cupboard for the top, so I'm just using these ones from base game. I quite like these ones from base game, to be honest. You can make them work with quite a lot of the counters that don't have matching, so at least there's that. I went for mostly white on the interior on this one, but with little accents of colour. There we go, making me wish I'd got the red shelf, because without it, nothing places correctly. But I wondered whether my build had been marked as a CC build if I used the red shelf, even if I deleted it. Because I've got, well, I did have, I haven't anymore, because I went through my gallery and deleted a load of old stuff. But there was a build that I'd used CC wallpaper or something in before. And then I was like, no, if I'm putting it on the gallery, it needs to be all accessible stuff. So I went back in and changed it, but it still marks it as a CC build, and I can't find any CC in it. I think it's just because I originally used a CC wallpaper. Which is why I haven't installed the red shelf, because I don't want it to start marking my builds as custom content, because it makes them a little bit harder to find for people. Onto the living dining space now. I did a little bit of yellow in here and I thought it looked really pretty. Mostly white, but a little bit of yellow. keep seeing people make like corner sofas using move objects, but I can just never make them look right. So back to the base game sofas, as always. Little yellow poof. So because there's no like concept of time on YouTube, well, not on my YouTube anyway, for me it's Saturday. I don't know what day this video will go up because my upload schedule is kind of gone now. It will be back, but my life's a bit of a shambles, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. We'll get there. But yeah, it's Saturday for me, so I hope everybody's having a good weekend. As I said, I'm in London. I've come down to see my best friend. She's lived down here for, it's got to be nearly 10 years now. Jesus. And I pop up every few, well, down every few months. I'm hoping when I see her tomorrow, she's going to do my other voiceover for the Johnny Zest house, because I've not done that yet. Although the house is done and the video is done, the voiceover is not done. So I'm hoping that my friend will do it for me tomorrow. And hopefully by the time you see this, the Johnny Zest video will already be up, and that should be the one that she's voicing over. I've done the same thing with the bathroom in here as I did in Johnny Zest's apartment, in that I've added a door through to the bathroom from the bedroom, so it sort of works as both an ensuite and a bathroom for the house. You can access it through the kitchen and also through the bedroom. I don't know what I'm doing now, all sorts of things. Into the bedroom, used all sorts of furniture, mostly from Get Famous, I think. Oh, and we're using the Discover University shower again with one of the screens. It also works quite well if you put a wall there and then use the like full length windows, but I do like these little divider screens. Finishing touches in the bathroom now. I think that's it. I'm just going to sort of go around adding finishing touches. I really wanted to use a rug in there, but I'm not sure that I did in the end, because there's a lack of yellow objects in the game. Which is fair enough, man, not everybody likes yellow, but I thought it looked really nice. Use the lemons from, is it called Kitchen Stuff? I can't remember. You see them on the dining room table, a little glass bowl of lemons. I thought that worked well with trying to incorporate the yellow into it. Makes a change from a standard base game fruit bowl. How's everybody feeling about the coronavirus? I'm absolutely sick of hearing about it already. I almost miss Brexit because I've not heard about that thing for weeks. Right, so that's it. That's the build done. It is all up on the gallery, so you can download it if you want to play with the house in your game. It works out at 66,000 simoleons. Screenshots just coming through now. You've got a bunch of screenshots of the house so you can see exactly what I did, and also a bunch of screenshots of Ravi and Johnny being cute, so enjoy. If you did like that video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe so that you're notified every time I upload, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.
love me. Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's